today's society, you definitely have to be on alert in all capacities of life for sure.
Dog owners say they're on high alert Wednesday after a Winchester man was charged with unlawful imprisonment. Police say Timothy Ruby told them he used a dog-sitting website to lure a woman to his apartment. When she was inside, they say he locked the deadbolt behind her. According to the arrest citation, Ruby tried to get his arms around the woman. She was able to stop him and called police. When they arrived, Ruby admitted his intentions were to have sex with the woman.
If you are someone looking for work, there are lots of work at home and employment scams out there. In fact, it peaked at number 2 on the Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker Risk Report in 2022.
Heather Clary says most of these scams are used to trick people out of money. This situation could have turned into something much worse.
Now, in this case, they ended up meeting in a private residence. Better Business Bureau advises people to meet in a public place if you can. Whatever the job may be, it'll be safer for both parties.
Some say they were very shocked that people would use these pet sitting sites like that. Others say they're not surprised at all.
In this day and age, unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there, with ill intent, and I think you got to watch out,
It's absolutely surprising that, people would use something so good to their advantage and use and do harmful things with it.
The news alarming and scary to these dog owners.
We haven't used them yet, and hearing that, we probably won't.
In Winchester, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.